Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and we have new information regarding WWDC 25, iOS 26 to be expected next week, as well as iOS 18.5.1 and iOS 18.6 Beta 1 being delayed till after iOS 26. This is your news update for June 2nd, 2025. Now, Apple just changed the name of WWDC, its tagline. They have now changed its name, and for some reason it's not showing up on here. But if I go into, not sure why there was that bit of lag there. If I go into the Apple Developer app, the new tagline for WWDC 25 is titled Sneak Peek. And they even have a placeholder on their YouTube channel. I will be watching the event next week, but I may do a live stream before I start watching the event just to talk about what we can expect to see. Then I'll probably do another live stream after the event talking about what was announced. But this is the placeholder. Apple will be live streaming and I'll be watching it on their official YouTube channel. I'll be taking screenshots of the different softwares and making a video or a live stream on it after the event has ended. And you can see I posted it on my YouTube community page. And I also posted the Sneak Peek tagline. And this hints at what we could see at the event. iOS 26 is the new name. If you've been following up with my channel, Apple is renaming all of their softwares basically. So we're not going to have iOS 19, tvOS, and HomePodOS. Instead, we're going to get iOS 26. That is the new name for the software here. I thought the Apple logo would be moving when I unpaused it, but we could get iOS 26, macOS 26, tvOS 26, and HomePodOS 26, and visionOS 26. There would no longer be separate numbers for some of their different softwares. All of them would be getting the same number, which is 26. Now, as far as the design that we could see, well, we're expected to get circular icons. Some people are even saying squircular icons. A couple days ago, I took this screenshot of the Samsung home screen on the Galaxy A15 that I review on my channel. And you can see here that the icons are kind of squared, but a little, very much rounded. So we could have icons just like that, where some people call them squircular icons. We could have those type of icons in iOS 26. And also, I just found out the new name for macOS. It's quite surprising because I don't know if this will actually be true, but Apple could call macOS Tahoe, kind of like the Chevrolet Tahoe, or also known after Lake Tahoe, which is somewhere in California. Apple could call macOS 26 Tahoe. But Apple also could call it something different. I was thinking they should name it macOS Yellowstone or macOS Cupertino maybe. But we could see the name macOS Tahoe. Now, as far as other softwares from Apple, well, so far we have not gotten iOS 18.5.1. I think we're a couple weeks out, and I don't know when to expect this update. I know not to expect iOS 18.6 Beta 1 until after next week. So not next week either, but last year it released on June 17th, I believe, with iOS 17.6 Beta 1. And we could see the same thing happen this year, where June 16th we will see iOS 18.6 beta 1 after iOS 26. Now, this is the month of June, and I will hopefully be getting my new iPhone this month that I should unbox for you guys on a video. And this current iPhone 12, which I've now had for 3 years, I will install the iOS 26 beta on there. And also, next week on Sunday, I will have a video out showing you how to prepare to update. I'm probably going to have to retitle the name, as I have my reminder set to make a video on iOS 19, prepare to update. I know what I reminded it, but I'm going to have to change that to make a video on iOS 26, prepare to update. I'll probably do that after I upload this video, since it's now going to be called iOS 26. Now, as far as what designs we could see come to the iPad, I will mention that really quickly. iPad OS 26 could also get some updates as well. We could sort of see the same kind of icons that I mentioned earlier, where they're kind of squircular icons. We could see that come to iPad OS 26. When you plug the iPad into an external monitor or a Magic Keyboard, it'll essentially turn your iPad into a Mac. And it's also rumored that we can get sort of the bar at the top where it has the battery and the Mac information. We could see the entire iPad transform into that, maybe even activating Stage Manager immediately when you enter it. Now, as far as what's to be expected in macOS Tahoe or macOS 26, they really haven't mentioned much, but I would expect circular icons. I would hope they bring widgets to the launch pad. I don't really have a MacBook, so I can't really show you, unfortunately. But that's something that I really hope to review on my channel. I really hope to review a MacBook at some point. I don't care what kind of MacBook it is. I would love to review a MacBook on this channel, since that is also an Apple product. But macOS Tahoe or macOS 26, Tahoe was the new name for it. Quite interesting, because that's named after Lake Tahoe, which is named after, or the Chevrolet Tahoe was named after that, rather. But we could see circular icons and updates to Stage Manager, multitasking, and even Apple Intelligence. If the version that has the Siri portion in it is not already on the Mac, we could see that as well. Now, as far as the iPhone 17, I should mention, Apple is still expected to keep the iPhone 17's name the same. However, the iPhone 17 is expected to have a smaller dynamic island. I believe I've shared this picture before. We're expected to have a smaller dynamic island on the iPhone 17. I like the larger dynamic island, but if the dynamic island is still prominent, is still visible, then it's totally fine if it is small. I hope they don't shrink it so much to the point where it's not even noticeable, as I'm coming from an iPhone 12 and I've never got to own an iPhone that has a dynamic island. It's always something that I've wanted to get a long look at and use and see how it works for different things. Basically, ever since the iPhone 14 Pro Max came out, I've always wanted an iPhone that has the dynamic island. Not even the regular iPhone 14, which I'm getting this month, will have that, but that's totally fine, as it will have more storage, so I can make longer videos and edit my videos on my iPhone and download CapCut on there, so that I can show you guys just how it works. As far as anything else from Apple, well, we are expected to see a folding iPhone sometime next year, and the iPhone 18 is expected to get a redesign every year, just like the iPhone 17 is. Now, the base iPhone 17 could have the A18 chip and still look like the iPhone 16. But hopefully Apple keeps the iPhone. They give the iPhone 17 base model a 120 hertz ProMotion display. If they keep the same A18 chip in there, perfectly fine. But I hope we get a 120 hertz ProMotion display on the regular iPhone 17 to align with all of their models. The 17 Air, Pro, and Pro Max are getting this display. The Pro models already have it, but the Air model, which is the thinnest model that Apple is going to make, which is probably as thin as the iPhone or the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. I've been reviewing the A15. I have never gotten to review that phone, as this is the only Android device I have to review. But we could see the Galaxy or the 17 Air as thin as the S25 Edge. As far as anything else from Apple, well, that's pretty much it. At this point, I'm just looking forward to WWDC 25 and seeing iOS 19. And I will keep you guys updated on WWDC with all of the videos that I will make. I'll keep you guys up to date on the latest software. So make sure you guys follow me on not only my YouTube channel, but also make sure you guys follow me. Make sure you guys follow me on my TikTok channel as well. I may not post long videos like I do on YouTube, but I will post short form videos on the different software. So make sure you guys follow me on both platforms. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I look forward to next week. Next week is going to be a very big week for me and posting on this channel. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, Hawkins Tech, and follow me on TikTok, where I will keep you up to date on iOS 26 and all of the new softwares that we're expected to see, as well as unboxing, hopefully, the iPhone 14. I'll see you guys in my next video.